Welcome back. Here's where you left off. Spoilers ahead for chapters 23 through 27 of Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. So we had a lot happen in these chapters. Everything from stealing maps to having arguments with Mummy to literally just finding out that Dad has secret files somewhere. I mean, it's really hard to choose where to start in these chapters. But I think, as always, we should start off with how toxic Zane is and how much she's really frustrated with the fact that she's attracted to him. Do you think that's a good starting point, guys?
It is, because where we left off, I'm remembering now, where we left off was the kiss, the hot kiss, right? So I'm like, okay, something's going to happen from here on out. Now something's going to be like, but then no, nothing happens. And I'm like mad about it. And so I feel like I always pick somebody that I dislike in whatever 5 chapters we're on. And these 5 chapters, I'm mad at Mr. Z guy because he's toying with her now. And I'm like, You gave her a hot kiss. Now you're like, oh no, nothing is going to happen with us. And then you end it with another hot kiss. Like, what are you doing, man? You're literally just playing with her.
It's like the Brady Bunch. It's like, Marsha. This one's like, Violet. Like, she can figure out what she wants. She literally is just, she is officially attracted to him. Right, but the only problem is
she's always been, right?
Yeah,
she's always been attracted to him.
But
he's the one that's being wishy-washy.
Oh, I know. The biggest issue with this, you have to look at Zane's perspective. That if he ended up starting something with her, and something happened to Dragon because he's trying to save her, something big is gonna happen that way, or vice versa, or the Dragons trying to save their partner and they die. Next thing you know, it's a lot. It's literally, instead of like a love triangle of 3, it's a love triangle of 4. It's like a square triangle. It's a square lover thing.
Really weird.
It's kind of weird.
Is that a thing? A square love triangle?
It is now. In this book, there is. In this book, there is. But the kiss thing at the end, like how we ended the last episode and how we started this episode, it was a very anticlimactic way to start this episode, this reading assignment, because we were coming out on a high, and after that, starting the next chapter after that, it was just literally someone dropped me from 20 stories down to the ground, and they keep going until they hit the basement and saying, "Hey, how's your day?" You know?
Oh my God, I know this book is like blowing hot and cold, which I kind of feel bad for Violet in that kind of way of like, wow, this was a really great moment. And then suddenly like, nope, that's it. You're barely going to talk to him after this point. So I do remember these chapters started with her friend finding out her signet, which is like conjuring. I thought that was pretty cool. That was a neat thing. I'm enjoying the finding out what people's powers are. I think I like, it's a little bit of that superhero vibe of like origin story, superhero kind of thing. I have been enjoying that aspect of it.
Same here. But the question actually I have to ask for both of you guys regarding this two here, Zane and Violet. You think Violet is just putting a lot of pressure on herself because she has feelings for her, but it's feelings for him, but at the same time she can't help it because of something else? Or is it Zane does have feelings for her, but at the same time it's like, I can't cross that line because 2 things. You killed my father. You put me through this. Your mom put me through this. You killed my father. Now I have to deal with this link between us. And the original plan was killing you. Now I can't, because if I kill you, I die. And our dragons are intertwined together, so now we have to work together. So wherever I go, I have to go with you, or vice versa. Is you think he's frustrated because of that, or he's just like, yeah, it is what it is?
I can't believe your square analogy works between the dragons and the 2 of them. I can't believe it works.
Because I am that awesome, dude. I read this shit up, man. You know.
Okay. So I appreciate the question there about it, and that does make sense to me. But the thing that I want to ask you guys about is actually a different question, and it's because these chapters sort of don't really delve into Zane and Violet's relationship as much as Dane and Violet's relationship. And there's what I would call this hypocrisy that happens when Dane and her, I think it's in chapter 23, where they're having the discussion about their friendship, and where, they're talking about how Vi's trying to discuss, hey, I'm a writer, and Dane is like, nobody can protect themselves alone from 30 unbounded riders or whatever. I'm like, that's hypocrisy. That's the job. That's what makes you get to that point.
I know. And I really like these chapters. I feel like I've written off Dean, whatever his name is, because I'm so mad at him. And I'm so like kind of where Violet is like, I'm done. If you cannot accept me for this, of like, you are consistently telling me that I'm too weak, that I can't do this, but I can. Do you see that I keep doing it? And I was like full on this time with her of like, yes, everything she was saying to him. I was like, oh God, because he's pissing me off. And no, I'm sorry, we're not friends anymore. Because you're a shitty friend. You've literally this entire time just been telling me that I'm not good enough. And F off, man. No, we're not friends anymore.
Well,
I've written him off mentally. I don't like him.
How about this though? You think Dane again? I think I posed this question, God, many moons ago regarding Dane has a plan or has a conspiracy regarding him and his mother or even her sister, right? And you think Dane is being, well, granted he is being a jackass. We know that he's being a jackass, but do you think he's actually doing the right thing for Violet, as in like, I'm being your friend here, I'm trying to help you, but you're not listening to me? And as soon as something happened to Dane and his so-called good friend, now Dane is sort of like, okay, should I listen to you or should I not listen to you? I still have my duties. So I agree with you, Hannah. It's comes to the point that he is getting very annoying, but at the same time, if something happened,
keep thinking he's a part of a bigger plan, which I'm really curious if you're going to end up being right, because I think that's fair. Because he might be a part of some kind of bigger plan, or in cahoots with her mom.
He is considered. He's considered one of those intelligent officers, right? So he's
right,
that
could be a big storyline later on.
Yeah, that'll be very.
He has security clearance. He has security clearance, right?
He has the highest security clearance for all of them.
So we don't know what the security clearance tells him. We don't know what other addition. He keeps on going on how I know things that nobody else knows. Kind of BS.
I know things too, but I don't hold them on the top of your heads. So you know what I mean? So it's like he's being a jackass overall. He is being a dick overall, saying that I know things. Okay, fine, you know things. I'm trying to protect you, Violet. It's like, go fuck yourself.
It's like you're not doing yourself any favors here, bro. Like, you're not making her like you anymore by being
I'm
not into it, man.
I'm tired with him, but at the same time, I'm kind of curious what's his intentions. That's what I'm kind of curious about.
Let's go back to your point, Leonard, where you were talking about the love triangle. And here's the interesting point, because
Square.
I skipped over that for a moment because in I think it's the next chapter over, Z gives Vi a custom blade, basically designed for her, or whatever her size or whatever you want to call it. And so getting back to your point about the love triangle, is he doing it out of love? Is he doing it out of, if you die, I die? Like, because the question we keep on coming back to, whether Z is in love with her or whatever, or so forth, is it influenced by the dragons, that his motivation? Is it influenced by self-interest of I don't want to die? Or is it influenced by I'm a good wing leader, I'm just training my trainee? What do you guys think?
I think it's a slow process because honestly, we know, because obviously the book is from her perspective. So we know that she has thought he is hot from the moment she saw him. So she talked about him being super hot, even though he was clearly the enemy. And
super hot, super toxic.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So she has liked him from the beginning, and it's kind of a slow burn of him being like, oh, he's a bad boy, but I also think he's really hot. I feel like it's been very superficial. She's wanted to do him from the beginning, basically. But I honestly think when he started his infatuation with her was before the dragons. I think it's when she threw the daggers at him. And I think I said this before, but I'm like, I think that's when he was like, oh, look at you. You're not just a little weak girl. And I think he probably has always found her attractive. But I think that's when he started having interest and actually started helping her from that point. Because even when he was like, you should throw some daggers at the Jack guy. And I think that's when their kind of infatuation with each other started. And I think the dragons have just added another layer onto it, which now they're all questioning their feelings about it. And yet that's what annoyed me about Violet, is that you're suddenly acting like you think it's about the dragon about your dragon. But I'm like, no, you've wanted him from the beginning. Like, just be realistic with yourself. Like, come on, man. You've wanted him from the beginning. You've always wanted him. Just say that. Even when, like, the kiss, the last 5 chapters, at the end of that was the big kiss. And he was like, oh, I think this is because of the dragon, or like, you're just doing this because, you know, he's, you know, whatever, in the mood. And she didn't say, what I wanted her to say was, no, man, I've wanted you from the beginning. This is not the dragon. I want you. Let's do it. You know, like, and she didn't say that.
Yeah, it's the dagger part was kind of interesting because when that came out, I was like, oh, okay. That was nice, but at the same time,
I think that was supposed to be really romantic too.
Yeah, it's supposed. Yeah, I agree. It's supposed to be romantic, but at the same time, it's like, I agree with you. It's like, is this a way telling me that I need to protect myself because you want to live? Mm-hmm. If then after that, I start thinking, if I'm in his shoes, would I give my sworn enemy's daughter's potential love partner the way that I can protect her passively in the same time so I can survive, so I can kill her next day type deal? So it's kind of mixed bag for me because it was a nice gesture, but at the same time it's kind of like, why even Violet even asked that question. It's like, why are you giving this to me? This is
well, but I feel at this point they need to just accept that they like each other, accept that they're going to be together forever. And I don't know, it's like this fighting against fate kind of thing. It's like, okay, well, they're mated basically. You're now basically been forced to be mated with this person. You might as well, and you find each other attractive, like, just go with it. And then I was annoyed with the fact that he told her that, you know, that's never going to happen again. And she was really sad about it. And
she is.
Later, he's toying with her. He's like, oh, well, I mean, I do kind of like you. And then he's all flirty with her. Oh my God. Okay. So what happened before this? She fought Jack. That happened in these chapters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That was crazy where she finally fights Jack. I have been waiting for that to happen. And I love that she went back to her poisoning things because I was hoping that she wasn't going to lose that quality in her because I thought that was pretty fun.
To be honest with you, that was actually genius of her.
Right?
The best thing about this whole thing is because she's using her strength. Her strength is research and doing things that's out of the ordinary. And I admire that. That was a great thing, right? But
I did not. I don't know. Did you clock before that he was allergic to oranges? Because they had made a comment about that, or it was in another part of the book where he like refused. His friend offered him orange, and he was like, "Oh, get that away from me," or something.
No, I didn't.
I remember that.
I didn't caught that at all until it happened.
No,
until it happened, I was like, "Oh, I didn't know if it was him." Like
he didn't say he was allergic then, though. He didn't say that. He just said,
"No, he did not." You just thought maybe he just didn't like oranges.
Yes,
which I thought it was a weird thing to put in a book. Yeah,
but it's kind of interesting because the way that they were fighting, they were like, she just ended up grabbing the vial and just dumped it in his mouth, and he started getting anaphylactic shock on it. I was like, oh. Crap. And next year everyone's like, nah, fair enough. She did whatever she needs to do, because remember the rule is you only bring what you brought with you, right? You use whatever you brought with you, and she brought her knowledge, right?
Definitely.
And they can't take that away from her, right? So what she did is, in my opinion, is fair game. So I think everyone realized that, no, this is fair game. She did whatever she needs to do, and she did it, right? And the question they actually had was regarding the knife thing is Zane gave her that knife, right? She didn't bring her. She didn't have it with her at the beginning. So the question I have is like, is that considered illegal?
Well, I think that was after the fact, and then he gave her like a set of daggers, but she had to. Like, I guess the only way that it's legal is that she has to win it off him. So then he had a series of these daggers with the, you know, whatever, the jewels in the handle or whatever. And she's like, I'm not allowed to have this. And he's like, well, there's a bunch of them on me. So basically you have to take them from me. That was the only way she could legally have them, I guess, in this world.
How? The question, how is it going to be like?
Well, he basically let her take them.
Yeah, he was like, just here, just take it.
Just take it. Pretend you're hitting me. Just take it away from me.
Here's this custom knife that will work for you and not for me, and just, you know, wrestle me and call me toxic all you want, but at least take it.
Just take away from me.
Don't make me take off my shirt. Don't make me do that.
I don't know, the taking of the knives and the putting back the knives. This author is pretty smart in the way she's doing it in a very sexy way. It sounds very kind of erotic, like taking the knives and putting them back and stuff. She at one point says like he put one of her daggers back in the sheath. And she was like, it was really hot. I was like, I'm not sure if I can imagine this, but it sounds hot.
Well, again, I listen to this when I'm driving, so I do lower my volume every time they start talking about that because they can hear from outside my car. I'm like, oh crap.
Leonard, you're missing out on the sexy part. Don't turn it down.
The thing is, I'm in the traffic. Everyone can hear me.
He wants to be a manly man.
No, not about me manly man. It's just kind of weird because everyone's like, you can hear people talking on their phone. Now you can hear this book. It's like, might as well make it 50 Shades of Grey or something and just get it over with. So,
oh my God. Okay, so I know I'm jumping to the end of these chapters, but just real quick, I cannot stand some of the ways that this author is describing the kissing. So I was like, okay, so when they first kiss, I thought it was hot. But some of the mouth stuff was a little bit weird. She was like, basically saying they're playing tonsil hockey in whatever kind of way. This time, she said he licked into my mouth. I was like, what? Why did you say that?
That was
I hated it so much.
It was very awkward. It was very awkward.
So weird.
Right. It was weird and awkward.
He licked into my mouth. Oh my God. I was like, this is the worst way to describe a kiss.
Like, our generation, it's kind of hard to explain that. And after you get kids listening, reading this book, I'm like, wow, they actually said that. And
I was like, what?
Yeah, it's like a 12-year-old trying to explain how a kiss supposed to work.
How to French kiss, yeah. It was like, you lick into their mouth.
So you open both of you open your mouth and lick inside.
Just lick it.
Lick it.
We have to find out how old Rebecca is. This is going to be our next task to find
No,
out.
we don't have to worry about how old that person, the writer is. If they're describing it that way, she's definitely old enough because she has to dumb it down to kids. So.
Yep, like that's the way you describe it to teenagers. This is how you French kiss. You lick into their mouth.
Next thing you know, describe how you handshake. You thrust your arms in front of the person you want to handshake. You grab it and firm it, and you jiggle it.
Their hand. You hug their hand with their hand. Yeah,
Jiggle it.
Super easy. Oh God, I don't even want to know how she's going to describe sex if that happens in this. We'll see. Time will tell.
She really did already. It's just like he grabbed my knife and put it back to my. She slid it back
into my teeth. Oh God. I hope she doesn't describe sex as a knife into a sheath, because ew.
If that's the case, good on her, man.
Okay,
Bravo.
so then
If that happens, I'm starting the episode with a very slow clap.
And then we'll know. We'll
know. Exactly.
So then
my question to you guys.
Sorry, what?
My question is, here's the question about the kiss, though. Did he kiss her out of attraction, or did he kiss her to distract her?
Both.
I think it's a mixture of both. I think it's both.
Definitely both.
You think? I did not take it that way. I took it as a distraction specifically.
Well,
I did not. I think he was like, "You're not getting on your damn dragon," you know.
Yeah, I feel like he or she thought, "Oh, he's just distracting me." But I'm like, right before then, he was, talking into her brain and saying, like, maybe I came here because of my dragon. Maybe I came here because I wanted to. That's why I'm like, I feel like he's toying with her. I'm like, you just said you didn't want anything to happen, but now you're full on, like, hardcore flirting with her. Now you're kissing her. And I don't know. I think it's a mixture of both, because I think he does want her and he's having his own little internal battle with this.
I agree.
And I feel like she seems so confused of, like, I don't know what he wants. I'm like, he clearly wants you. He clearly is fighting against his own feelings. I feel like that's pretty obvious.
It is because you do not, if you're ending up, if you have the opportunity to talk to your work wife, this is what it is. During work time, they have to be together, no matter what, right? Mm-hmm. But in a personal life, it's like they want this is the point that's very frustrating, that their relationship is like work husband, wife husband. In the same time, you have this attraction feelings for both of them outside work, right? But he can't do anything because he is her supervisor and he cares about his work. But at the same time, he doesn't want to jeopardize her to advance her career. So it's a mixed bag of like, I don't know.
Well, yeah,
he
but
doesn't want to do.
advancing her career is also kind of advancing, or at least keeping his career afloat and
Exactly.
his career alive. So yeah. But I think there's always been the attraction there. So I think they're going to realize that they're madly in love. As we're going on, I feel like it's definitely, because I feel like, why not give into it? Why are you even fighting against it at this point? Because I'm like, your dragons are already mated. Like, just give in, man. Just you love each other.
But the thing is, I think Zane actually said it before the last 5 or last week, saying that he goes outside, take a doobie, and so he can get them making out away from his brain because it's just too distracting. Mm-hmm. Violet came down, felt the same way too, to start making out, because that's when he's like, oh crap, their feeling is literally passing along to their feelings, because as you said, Violet already likes him, and their dragons being mated is just on top of everything else. So he actually made a very good observation with her, saying that our feelings does not equal to their feelings. Whatever we're feeling right now is potentially their feelings just being sent to us, so we don't know. So
yeah.
So right now, you have to look at his perspective that he never felt this way before.
Well, that's
right?
My point is, like, why fight against it? I don't know. It's like they're both fighting against this, and I get it, but I'm like, at some point, I'm like, can you, whatever, just give in. Like, just
Violet gave in. Violet cave in. But the only problem with Zane is, like, he doesn't know if this is his feelings or the dragon's feelings. So I have a feeling you're right. He can be very, very confused about this.
I agree with Leonard. I think that that's the truth, because Zane, he has more experience in dealing with these feelings than Vi does, and so as he's saying to her when they break it apart, he's like, look, I'm not going to do it under these conditions. So it doesn't mean he's not open to it, but he's not going to, do her or whatever based on the dragon's feelings or whatever that might be. And when he kisses her, that's why I brought up the comment earlier about, is he kissing her because he wants to or to distract her? Because he is keeping that line. Right. And I think he kissed her to distract her, so she gets on her damn dragon and goes away and saves her freaking ass. Right.
Well, and that's why I'm mad at him for, at the hospital after, her fight with Jack. In the hospital, he said that will never happen again. And she's all like, well, we need to talk about it. And he's like, well, you can talk about it. I don't need to be involved in that. And I was mad at him just the way she was mad at him. And so then toward the end, I was like, why are you here toying with her now? And this was before the kiss. But I'm like, you're flirting with her. You're talking into her brain. You're saying, oh, well, maybe I'm here because I wanted to see you, not just about the dragons. And I'm like, what are you doing, Zendaya? Like, come on, man. Like, stop toying with Violet's emotions.
Yeah,
it's messing with her brain.
That part is actually kind of weirded me out. Annoyed and weird. Oh, well, I questioned the whole thing, because when they went to the front, right, Zane ending up going with them, and they even said that you can be away from each other for a couple of days. Not a big deal.
He said, yeah, he shows up and it says 3 days, apparently.
3 days. So the question I have is, like, how do you know it's 3 days? How does he know that he can be away for 3 days? More than that, they go crazy.
Oh, I guess that was the limit. He was like that. He does. He says this later in front of her sister that, it wasn't her dragon that like poked through the shields and made her like have to be with. So he was clearly like admitting that his dragon basically forced him and said, we have to go, because she could not be away from her mate for that long. So 3 days was like the limit.
See, this is where I start questioning whatever he's saying right now, because at this point the dragon didn't say a single thing to Violet. Her dragon didn't say a single thing.
I'm getting really annoyed with this, right? And I think this is just the way it's written or whatever. But like, yeah, he sometimes says things and sometimes he's like nowhere to be found. I would get so frustrated with that if I was Violet. Of like, wouldn't when they were on their way? Wouldn't he have, her Mr. T Dragon? Wouldn't he have told her or said something? I don't know.
See, that's the part I'm kind of like annoyed about that. I'm very, very annoyed about that. So
it's not consistent.
I think it is a missing.
It's not at all.
It's probably a missing issue about the writer not thinking it through completely when she's writing it. I think the intention is there to have certain aspects come through, but in the end, as we're dissecting this to the 7th degree, she did not think that out clearly. She was more worried about, licking in the mouth kind of thing,
Yeah, no, let's go above the 7th degree. Let's go straight to the 11 here. Even 12.
Let me ask you a different question then. Let's rewind a little bit here and go back to the conversation when they get to the fort and they meet up with Mom. Okay. And Mom's there and she starts berating Vi. And then Dane's dad is there too. And
that was weird.
Berating her. Huh?
No, hold on. Let's get straight here. The mom literally did not berate her in front of everyone. He criticized her. It's completely different. Her Dane's dad did the same thing, but he did it in a way that it's a lot more respectful than her mom.
Maybe berating is a little strong word.
Okay,
maybe that is. But she's kind of treating her with that whole scoffing kind of idealism,
Yeah.
But
they clearly need to know information about the Feathertail.
Yeah, my point is to get into the Feathertail thing is that the Feathertail, they're interested in observing or dissecting the Feathertail or something like that. And her father did a lot of research on Feathertails, but only Vi knows where that research is, even though they bring it up to her. And she doesn't offer that information up.
No, because good for her for that one.
Of the knowledge she has about the Feathertails now, right? But it's an interesting thing where her father had knowledge that the rest of them don't, and they know they're missing information, but Vi never expands on that information. Like she's seen it or she's read it. She knows where it's at. And I wonder if it's going to come back later on.
Oh, definitely. That's going to come back. Every time they give you a little nugget like that, that's going to come back. It's just about the book. The same thing I was talking before about the book. That book is going to come back. There's something about that book and the stories told in it that are going to come back because they've mentioned the book now several times just in passing. And this is another one of those that I'm like, this is definitely going to come back later.
Well, it's kind of funny because Mary, her sister actually has those books. So she's going to give the books to him. So that's good.
They mentioned it again. Yeah. Yes, you're right. In these chapters. Yeah.
And regarding the conversation between Violet's mom and Dane's father, like when they were bumped into each other, Dane's father literally said something, we want to study more about the Feathertail. It's like, okay, cool. That's kind of weird. But here's the thing, though. As soon as he said that, the first thing out of my head is like, if you touch a Feathertail, you think the dragons will burn every single person in that citadel? They will burn everyone because you harmed a dragon, right? So,
well, yeah, I think they just want to know information, though.
Yeah, but the information is say, hey, we want to talk to them, we want to dissect, or we want to learn more about it. It's like, how do you define learning to a culture that the only way you can find out is dissect the person or dissect the animal or trying to figure out what's going on. So for them going to a youngling and saying, hey, come over here, have some cookies, let's go talk. You think the dragons will be like, I don't think so.
Of course they don't know that that's what she is, which is why Vi is obviously going to be very protective. And she's like, yeah, she's not going to want that because, yeah. And they obviously don't want them to know the secret of the fact that she is, too young. But then again, I also really like that they don't really know all the rules, the dragon rules, and how dragons govern themselves. And just because that's never happened before, so they don't know, why. And they don't know that the Goldie is a little youngin'.
You think they don't know?
No, they don't. That was like
I don't think they know.
Surprise thing that she was shocked by.
I think they don't know enough, but I think they know that the Feathertail is a youngling.
I don't know.
I have a
they
feeling
haven't
they do.
said that they know.
Well, yeah, good point. But I have the feeling they do.
That's an interesting perspective. But.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a different question here, guys. Let's go back to let's go on to the fort here now, okay? Where Mira's there, and Ree wants to go see her family.
Oh wait, real quick, were you guys also incredibly bored by them getting the map?
We haven't even brought it up. Nobody's brought this up.
I wasn't bored at it. It was actually kind of interesting because they were trying to figure out what to do, and the biggest thing they can do is literally go to the general, grab a map that is considered top secret, and show it to everyone.
I liked them talking about all the different powers and using them. I mean, it was a little bit like Ocean's 11 kind of thing. We're going to get this map or whatever.
Yeah.
But I honestly was kind of bored all the way until the end. And I really liked that she had her moment in the sun of like, we got the map, and everyone's like, ah. And then Mr. Z like tipped his cap to her kind of thing in respect. That was the only part of that I was
agree.
Like,
yeah,
okay.
that part was very, very cool because the mission itself is cool, but going into it, you're right. I never thought about looking at it.
I got really bored on that one. So yeah,
it was very predictable. I think that's the best way to describe it, because the only way you can get
they're gonna get it.
Yeah, like, can you get it? Can you still do it without using your powers? You can. But they automatically rely on their powers. What happens if they don't have the power, or they don't have their superpowers yet, and they just do it and get it done with, and they have to run down the hallway? They should just do that. That'll be a lot more interesting, right? But I've noticed that every single person on her team has something except her.
Which, oh my God, I'm getting so frustrated with it. I was like, I need to know, like, what is going to be her thing? And, okay, I have another theory. I was wondering about this. I don't know. Did we know what Jack's ability is? Because I was thinking during that process that he apparently, like, he grabbed her head and she was feeling all these things. I keep thinking that she's going to have that same power that Mr. T's last writer had, where she absorbs everyone's power. Like everyone that she touches or something, or that touches her, she absorbs their power. But I didn't know if that was a hint to that, or if it was something about Jack's power when he was fighting her.
I can't recall. Yeah, hold on. Sorry, Derek, hold on. I think I'm going to say something here that will blow your minds, guys.
Oh, wow.
Remember a few episodes ago when we were talking about her potential superpower, and we found out that Brandon, her brother, is a healer, right?
Yes.
And Jack, her old writer, can absorb power. Right, I have a feeling that it's going to be like how I predicted. She's going to be a healer, but she ended up using her power to heal people. So every time she does,
you're still sticking with that.
I'm still sticking with it because based on what we're seeing so far, is going to that direction.
I mean, yeah, that's possible. That's fair. Okay, that is possible. Although what I'm saying is possible too. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. But instead of like absorbing power from the other people, she's going to do it her side. Like what's her name? Like what's her name? The youngling. The baby dragon, because she.
Do you mean like channeling healing power? Is that what you meant?
Yeah, more like I need to heal Z, but for me to heal him, I have to lose my power to give it to him, right?
Does she have to lick his mouth first?
That's what. It depends where.
That's how it's activated.
It depends where. Oh no, we're not going there. No.
I need to heal you. Podcast. Open up.
We're not going.
For other people, it's just a tap. For you, I'm licking.
You have to lick your mouth.
Oh my God, we were so mature in this episode.
We're really doing good today.
What are we talking about?
The powers.
Okay,
so let's go back. Let's go back to Mira.
They
for
go
a
to the
second,
front line, and she sees her sister.
Let's go back to Mira,
which I love their interaction, by the way.
Yes. Mira's very,
sister, I mean.
It's funny because Mira's a great character, but she chews out both Z and Dane. Choose them
I
both.
Love that.
Like doesn't
yes,
even.
I love
doesn't
that
even.
part.
She doesn't hold any punches back on both of them. She just. So what do you guys think about her chewing? Because I thought it was a great other than the Feathertail kind of comment, I thought this was the moment in the chapters I liked the most, where she's just chewing them out 7 ways to Sunday.
It's so good.
It's great.
I love her. I love her sister. I think she's such a good character, which, by the way, is why I was also like mad at the end of this, because I was like, kind of leaves on a cliffhanger. And I was like, oh my God, they're going to kill off her sister. They just made us love her sister so much more. And then now they're going to kill her off. That's what I think is about to happen. But,
if they end up killing her, it's going to be like the most dumbest thing ever. The way I have a feeling, I really, really hope that I'm wrong. If they end up killing that character, it has to be an amazing death. If it's one of those dumbass deaths, I'm going to be so pissed off.
No, she's going to be like she saved everybody, but then she died in the. I don't know. I'm predicting it's going to be something like that. But I absolutely loved when she chewed out the guys and basically said to Dean, "You're being a fucking dumbass," which I'm like, yes, thank you. She said everything to Dane that I wanted to be said to him. You are being a dumbass. And then I also, this time, I kind of appreciated Zay that he, was like, I'm not preventing Vi from doing anything. So like, I understand like why she's worried or whatever, but like, yeah, he hasn't shown any reason to really be that upset with him other than, his past or whatever. Because he has been pretty much catering to Violet and helping her with everything, which sometimes I kind of feel bad that he's not getting any credit for that. Like Violet won't even give him credit for that. She's like, you're not helping me. You sent what's his face to help me. And he's like, what are you talking about? I've been helping you this entire time. Literally everything I've been doing has been helping you.
I think she's questioning that because she doesn't know if he's doing it to save himself.
Yes,
or he's
exactly.
doing it to actually cares about her. The reason why she's very frustrated is just no defined definition between them. What are we? Who are we? What are our relationship? Is our relationship strictly professional? If that's the case, fine. Our relationship is a lover, fine. Is this going to be half and half? Fine. She just needs to know.
And I get her confusion, but I feel like she's not giving him any credit for how much he has been helping her. And the fact that even if he cares about her in a professional way of like, this helps me, well, still give him credit for it. I mean, like, he's not going to kill you. He's not your enemy anymore. And I feel like he keeps trying to say this to her and show her this, and she's still questioning him. I'm like, at this point, can you just finally accept that he's not your enemy anymore? And whether he's helping you for whatever reason, who the hell cares? He's still helping you. Give him the credit at least that he's doing it.
Yeah, the problem is his father killed her brother. That's
I
why.
don't know. Like, I get over this at this point.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why she's not like opening up to him and accepting what his definition.
Mira. Sorry, Kira. Why did I say Kira? Mira, is living the life of and knows and remembers the fact that his father killed Brandon, and she's the one who originally read his book and then passed it on to Vi. So there's like this family connection here. And do you think that does she understand this connection between the dragons, but still even then doesn't still trust Z?
No, you guys are not looking at this perspective of them in his, like, before all this. You remember during the rebellion, Zane's father is one of the people who went against them. The mother killed him, literally like executed him. So that's when they were still young. They weren't even in school yet. They were still young, and they have this thing now. Well, not young, but Mira and Mira was already in school. Violet's still a child, and her mother keeps telling all three kids that they're bad, we're good. So when all this started, that's why there's always a remember at the beginning, it's like, oh, there's Zane, her father killed my brother, right? So
well,
that's
so her
all she
older
has.
sister has this very ingrained in her brain, so she's not going to ever trust him because that's way more ingrained in her brain than it would be in Violet's.
But in Violet's perspective, it's like, okay, this guy, I'm linked to him. I have no choice, right? But at the same time, I'm attracted to him. That's my feelings. But at the same time, can I trust this person who killed my brother? Right? And now she's like in this point now, like when she said, you're not even helping me, you're sending someone else to help me. I was like, what are you talking about? I've been helping you the whole time, right? That's what you said. That's what everyone's thinking, right? Yeah. Now, as soon as she said that, right, that's when I realized that she still has this ingrained thing in her head that they're bad, we're good.
Yeah, but I feel like she's shown so many at these moments so many times that she is seeing the separation of of seeing that it's unfair that the children of the people, that betrayed things or whatever, these are children. They're children that were then forced to go into this, just like she was forced to go into it. Why are they held accountable for what their parents did? That's not fair. So her older sister is obviously going to feel this way, but Violet has shown that she disagrees with that and does see them as better. Mr. D, he's not the one that killed. It was his father. It wasn't him.
But you have to remember, none of the other kids killed her brother. His father did.
Yes,
Right.
you're right.
So you have to look at look at her perspective and say, cool, I disagree exactly everything that you got the kiss has to do this. But I can't forgive you for your father killing my brother. You know,
Yeah.
it's like she's being very hypocritical regarding her feelings about this.
Yeah, I mean, you don't
Right.
really want to marry into that family. I get it.
Yeah. Dude, just run away, man. Just run away.
God, Thanksgiving dinner would be so awkward.
It's gonna be suck. Who's bringing the turkey? I'll bring the knife.
Maybe that's why
the knife I
Mira's so
used on your
concerned. It's
butter.
like,
It was
do we
really
really
great.
want to go there, guys?
It's like this whole book right now is like a Reddit thread regarding
Reddit thread,
family,
like-
right?
Oh my God.
It's like a Reddit story the whole time I'm reading this. It's a full Reddit story.
So what do you guys think is going to happen next? What's the prediction here? Come on, guys.
Okay, so I'm hoping something progresses in their relationship. I hope that he doesn't go back and say like, yeah, I literally just kissed you just to distract you, and he goes back to being cold, because I'm so sick of this hot and cold bullshit. So I hope that doesn't happen, but I have a feeling they're going to kill off her sister, and that's going to, like, she's going to have to either find her power through something like that, like you've said, Leonard, like there's something going to, like, she's going to have to rise above after the death of her sister. I don't want that to happen, but I think it might.
Okay, here's mine. I have a feeling that you're right. I'm with you about her sister's gonna die, but at the same time, I have a feeling that when she does die or about to die, Violet will go fly back and try to save her. And she does. She's trying to save her. That's when she started getting her powers. This is when my prediction of her being a healer like Brandon, but at the same time, instead of using external energy to save him, it's going to be using her energy. And next thing you know, that's when they realize, like, oh my God, you save me, but what's the cost of you saving me? Right. I think that's what's going to happen.
Okay.
Right?
Well, okay, I have another question about the Jack guy. Do you think that, like, okay, because he obviously survived after the poisoning thing, do you think he's going to stay being an enemy, or at some point he's going to turn and like be an ally for her or something?
The Jack's feelings for her is so ingrained, and so she hates him. She hates her so much, right? And
You don't think that's going to change?
that's not gonna, I have a feeling that if something happens, if he ended up making a choice of saving her or just run away, he's gonna run away.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen. And if that's the case, I have this feeling Zane or Dean will kill him.
Yeah, I
In
keep
front of
wondering,
everyone.
because before I was like, oh, he's going to definitely stay an enemy. But like after this, they've kept him alive. So I'm like, okay, so she didn't kill him. So I'm like, I'm wondering if he's going to continuously be an enemy and eventually like try to kill her again in some other way or whatever. Or if they're going to do a flipperoo on us and like he ends up being an ally because he then finally respects her or something. I don't know.
Yeah, there's no respect there. I have this feeling he's gonna buy his time after
No,
the hospital.
he's just going to save you.
He's gonna buy.
He's definitely going to try to kill her again.
Yeah, the inner monologue. I'm gonna buy my time until I'm ready to get her.
Right. Yeah, that's fair. That's probably true. That's probably accurate.
Yeah.
Join us next time as we review chapters 28 through 32 of Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share a review. We love to hear from you. Send us an email at yourbookmarksinfo@gmail.com. Join us again right here where you left off.